have the power. Absolutely. When everybody comes out at the same time, there's no way that the regime could do anything about it. Thank you from the US. Dawn says, have they gone and released the prisoners in prisons? They do have snipers and shotguns and tanks and everything else in front of the prisons. If you go to the prisons, they will kill you. So that's the final stage. Of course, that hasn't happened yet. So it's not a video game. You can't just go in. Hello. It will be chaos. But yeah, so that's going to be the next phase, of course, at the end. Slava Ukraine, someone says, and super sticky here as well. And what's this? My brother and I are soldiers in the Canadian Army Infantry. We joined hoping to be trained in time to return to Iran and fight in the revolution. Well, Canada? At this point, it seems we'll miss the whole thing. Yeah, a little bit, because it's happening. Thank you guys in Canada. I am so happy for Iran, but I am deeply worried by the sleeper cells that we have in the UK. As we have useless leaders in government, how bad will it get? Well, it really depends. Depends on any sort of links or connections that they will have to the leadership. If the leadership is taken out, the Islamic occupation in Iran is based on a cult of personality. So you take out Ali Khamenei, nobody is there to give command. There will be some senior IRGC people who are going to be too busy killing each other. The worry for the sleeper cells were in a situation where there is a war and the Supreme leader is surviving, the Iranian regime is losing, but he's there, he's still in charge, and then he will activate the sleeper cells. Obviously, there's always a threat, but it's the job of our stupid liberal globalist prime ministers and presidents to kick them out, send them back to Iran so they could face justice. I watched the longer version of The Last Battle, Ahmed Fard. I think he said your name in one of the lyrics. It sounded just like Tusi. I highly doubt that Ahmed Fard mentioned my name in his song. Imagine. That would be funny. If Ahmed is watching, put my name in one of your songs. Thank you. For no reason, just mention Tusi TV for some reason. As the leading media of the revolution, of course. Thank you. The pro-Zoroastrian comments. I think it's important to emphasize that they are retaking the cities, not taking them. True. And the cities are not falling, they are being restored to the people. Yeah, but if you do realize, if I put in the title, the difference between City A, fallen, and City A, restored to the people, you do realize how many letters and words that's going to be for the title. It's going to be so long. But yes, I agree with that. Will Russia give asylum to the leader of Hezbollah, Naim Qassem? Hope the protesters get him. Wow, they might have to, but I don't think Naim Qassem is going to survive any longer. He is also next, and he's very slow to run away. So, Israel, if you're watching, go for Naim. Love your reporting on Iran, but no Americans protesting ICE do not hate America. We got liberals in the chat, guys. We got liberals. We got. Let me read this, because we talked about the ICE agents being attacked, and of course they were also throwing snowballs at them like weirdos. The liberal side. Apparently, Americans protesting ICE do not hate America. They hate fascism. Apparently, ICE and the Border Patrol is fascism. The US was built on the backs of immigrants. No, no, no. The United States of America was not built by immigrants. It was not a nation of immigrants. When will the leftists and liberals get this? America, the United States of America, was built by settlers. There is a difference between settlers and immigrants. Oh my God, how many times do we have to go through the same thing? Immigrants. Oh my God. Okay. The biggest wave of immigration started, there was a small wave in the early 20th century, but mostly mid-20th century onwards. That's when immigrants went to the US once it was built and established, and of course they wanted to join. But no, the United States of America and North America, if you want to call it overall, including Canada, Mexico, they were built by settlers, not immigrants. And ICE and Border Patrol.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at the current industry leading.
How is that a good idea? You literally had that idiot mayor, Fry, Jacob Fry, saying, Get out, get the F out to ICE agents who are there to keep the city safe. I mean, this is just insanity. Anyway, let's go back to Iran. Margaret says, Dear Maya, greetings from Malta. Where are the UN and EU? On the sides of the Islamic Republic. Are they dead? No comments from them. No, obviously they're not against the IRGC. If they were against the IRGC, they would say something, but they're not, so they won't. Freedom to the people. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. Thank you. Do you think the Ayatollah has fled yet, or have you heard any movements from him? From him, he hasn't texted me recently. I'm pretty sure if Ali Khamenei leaves somehow, we will immediately know, because there's so many people in the regime who will leak it. Trust me, he hasn't left yet. If it does, we'll know. Someone said, thank you for telling the truth about America. Yes. God bless America. Be proud of your country. Stand up for America. Stop talking it down and defend the law enforcement. It's not that difficult. Oh my God. You know how many people are dreaming to be in America or be American? You have the greatest country. Defend it. Anyway, better get a menu sorted. Oh, yeah, for the pub? Or I tried to join and the site won't let me. Now do you see, the site is fascist, clearly. I don't know. It works for everybody else. Perhaps use a different device or a web browser. I'm not a techie person, unfortunately. Just go to 2c.tv. Maybe don't use an iPad if you're using an iPad. I don't know. Sorry about that. My fear, or send us an email at team@2c.tv. My fear is the future die-hard Islamic extremists laying low and then later trading their life in assassination attempts. God bless Iran and her people. Yes, that's always a worry, but of course you're dealing with a bunch of Shia IRGC guys, not your Sunni Muslim Brotherhood or ISIS or Al-Qaeda. Now, those guys, oh, they love to blow up. The Shia side, they like to cry and hide, so some of them will still blow up, but not many. Support from Ontario, Canada. Down with the brutal Islamic regime and the Orwellian Carney Liberal government. I am optimistic we'll see a future Prime Minister Pierre Poilievre and King Reza Pahlavi shaking hands by 2027. Now that is the dream. And we also have saying, why is PVD against the prince? Is he bored? I don't know. I haven't asked him why, but yes, he was being very negative, of course, about his hopes. All right. Do you think Mossad is already there? We know Mossad has been there for years and months. They have hundreds, at least over 100 operatives on the ground. I mean, all intelligence agencies have agents and assets in every country anyway, but Mossad have been quite proactive over the last few months. My grandfather was an electrician and came to Iran to help build power plants in the 1970s. Is the Iranian mad at us? Are the Iranians mad at us because of Khomeini? We love you. Yes, a little bit, yeah. Not the French people, but yes, your French government, the French states are a little bit responsible for the downfall of the Shah and the introduction of Khomeini and the Islamic Republic of Iran. And also Air France. Air France, they used their plane to send Khomeini back to Iran from Paris. Air France, no, naughty. But no, not the French people. You guys are good. And some of the Parisians. Some. Most of the French and some of the Parisians are great people. Kidding, they're all good. What does your ticker say? I don't know, it says things. Forces. I just realized, hang on, I've been doing this for like an hour. Nobody told me. It was wrong. Forces. What? Focus. Now it's corrected. Islamic Republic Forces. Oh my God. It's been a long day, guys. It's been a long 11 days. I haven't slept. Leave me alone. I'm misspelling things. And the rest of this is thanks to our team. So big shout out to the team at 2CTV. But this stuff on the screen, it's chaos. It's me. I can't spell. I'm dying. Gina says, focuses. I'm very happy for Iran. I'm a Dominican and we dealt with a dictator for 30 years. They can do this. Yes, prayers. Supreme Leader looks like a dirty wizard. Oh, yeah, a little bit. Somebody said something about ICE again. Don't get me started. Don't be liberal. Oh my God! Look at this. Look at this liberal. Oh my God! ICE, people in charge of the country, well, to keep the country safe from illegal immigrants and foreign criminals, are in large a criminal organization that commits crime every day. Calling people liberal as a bad word does not suit you. No, it's not a bad word. It's just that the group who are doing this and saying this, including you are the liberal side. Not normal good liberal, left-wing liberal. You guys are a bunch of anti-American socialists. Don't attack your own government who are literally working hard to keep you safe. This is so stupid. Ah. Now you want me to use liberal as an insult? Libtard. Happy? You made me do it. Open an Alan snack bar next to the pub. Are the US and Israel troops on standby to take over nuclear weapons on site? They're not on standby to do that, but they're on standby in case, obviously, things escalate, because the Islamic Republic might hit Israel any moment, because they're insane. We're an atheist Republic school chat talking about U2C. We're all huge fans. Armin Navabi, Goldie, you're awesome. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, everybody. It's the final showdown. Pahlavi takes the crown. Ooh, that's a good one. I'm going to put that on a t-shirt. Do you legitimately believe that the regime will change? It's been 11 days. They're running away. The rest of them are being captured and defecting. And people are in control. 4 cities have now officially fallen. Yeah, I think the Islamic Republic might be winning this, guys. It's over. It is over. They need a big miracle. They need a huge Shia miracle, if they can have that. Someone says, go ice baby. Yes. Anyway. It was your hair that caused babies. From South Carolina. Did you have babies because of me as well? Stop. 2CTV providing Americans with US history. The fact that I have to teach the American liberals about the history of their own country is embarrassing. Skull soccer. Okay, see, now we've got more crazy Americans now. It's football. NFL, which I love, you don't even use. You use your feet every 2 days. It doesn't count as football. Don says, so will Israel strike the IRGC sites? They haven't told me their plans. Unfortunately, the Israeli military don't share their intelligence with me. Because if they do, then obviously they're going to tell everybody. I'm not sure what their plan is to do, but they will hit. If they hit, they will hit badly. Mossad has been integrated for decades, and Israel will clean up the IRGC when the time comes for the Iranian people. Blessings to the Iranian people from Donald Trump's America. Not those lefty comic goofballs. Trump's America is armed. Yes, strong and stable. Should we see what is going on in Iran while we are here? And of course, you're still seeing the footage, but let me just double check to see the latest update on the situation on the ground. Karaj is in chaos in a good way. People have full control. Technically, right now, time zone wise, we are now in the 12th day, but technically it's 11th day, day 11. But let's go to Karaj as a huge confrontation, as people obviously took control of the city and the IRGC retreated. Let's just see if they have come back or not. I'm just going to put the footage on for you guys while we prepare this. The fire, the whole place is on fire as we speak. Let's go to the beginning and prepare. Get ready. I'm stalling. You know I'm stalling. Let's go to Karaj. Wow. The clashes continue. Someone said China and Russia missing their oil. Yeah, a little bit. So much oil gone from China and Russia. Oh, diddums. Okay, so somebody says pineapple says many Americans are ignorant about Islam and the takeover of the West. They voted for an Islamist mayor of New York City. For my problem with Mamdani is Marxism more. Crazy guy. Love you. And Goldie, Iranian American from Ohio. Thank you so much. And someone says Persia, Iran. Which one? Number one? Well, it's Iran. It's the land of Aryans. Persia, the Persians. Persians is an ethnicity in Iran, the big center. But of course, you also have Kurdish Iranians, Lori, Azeri Iranians, Jewish Iranians, so many different Iranians. But you have, I'm a Persian Iranian, but not everybody is a Persian Iranian. So anyway, let's see what's going to happen now. As of technically now, Thursday, well, it's about 40 minutes for me. Thursday, the 8th of January is going to be absolutely insane. Big developments in Iran. Don't forget, you can join 2C TV Plus today. Limited offer in celebration of the fight back in Iran. 50% off annual memberships of 2C TV Plus if you use the promo code Iran. How do you do this? Well, you simply visit 2c.tv or find the link in the description. Use the promo code Iran for the annual, not monthly memberships. Limited offer, half price. I'm selling everything out. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Maya 2C and we are the media.
Is now potentially on the verge of collapse. Here with reaction, the leader of the Iranian opposition, Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, is with us. Reza, good to talk to you again. Welcome back. Thank you for being with us. Okay, for those that don't know, you were born in Iran. The Shah of Iran, deposed by the Ayatollah Khomeini in that revolution, what was it, 1976 or 7? And Iran has been a brutal, murdering theocracy ever since. What are your sources telling you within Iran is going on there?
Well, Sean, first of all, thank you for having me on your program. It's been too long since we last spoke. Look, in all these years, I've never seen an opportunity as we see today in Iran. The Iranian people are more than ever committed to bring an end to this regime, as the world has witnessed in the last few days. The level of demonstrations unprecedented in Iran, over 100 cities and millions of people on the street chanting death to the dictator, an end to this regime. And by God, it is about time that Iran gets its opportunity to free itself from a tyrannical regime.
I saw reports on social media and video on social media. You can't confirm it, but it looked pretty real to me. Maybe you can confirm it for me. Of police on the roof of police stations laying down their arms, showing solidarity with the protesters. Are you getting reports? Is that accurate? And do you have any intelligence that that Ali Khamenei is in fact, does he have a plan B to go to Russia?
Sean, one thing that is significant, and I would like to draw the attention of those who have followed what happened in Iran nearly half a century ago, the role that the bazaar, which is the traditional bourgeoisie, plays in Iranian politics. And today we've seen unprecedented scenes in the Iranian bazaar of merchants and joining with the protesters. And it has been my strategy to call upon the military personnel and people, the armed forces, to lay down their arms and join with the people, to be part of the solution, to be able to have an exit strategy we offer them as a national reconciliation. We see that quite evident. And this is very important because when you're facing an extremely brutal regime, and when we think of the post-collapse stability of a smoother transition, it will be impossible without the tacit cooperation and collaboration of the military forces. The fact that they have heeded my call, and I've sent them another message of clarify your position, you're either with the people or stand vis-a-vis them, we are beginning to see more and more defections. I launched this campaign about 6 months ago. We have received tens of thousands of applicants who would like to join. It's not just limited to the military and paramilitary forces, Sean. It also includes the civil bureaucracy, people who are working in government ministries, all of them be part of the solution that will end up bringing this regime to its knees. Now, as to Khamenei's status and whether he's ready to bail out, who knows? But either way, the regime is crumbling and is very close to collapsing.
What part of President Trump dismantling their nuclear program do you believe played a part in this rising rebellion, number one? And number two, are you planning to go back to Iran? You have not been there in many, many years. It was 1979 when the Ayatollah came back. He was in exile in France at the time. Do you plan on going back? Do you plan on having free elections? Have you thought about it?
Sean, at the call of my compatriots, I've stepped forward to lead this transition from this tyranny to a future democracy. My role is to help my compatriots achieve that goal, to bring about a peaceful end by means of a national referendum and a constitutional assembly. I'm impartial as to what the ultimate result will be, so long as it's a secular democracy. I've trained all my life to serve my nation. I'm there to serve and help them achieve that goal. And I'm more than ever ready to step in Iran as soon as the situation warrants itself. And I'll be there with my compatriots to lead the ultimate battle.
Reza Pahlavi, thank you so much for being with us, and I pray for freedom for the people of Iran. We're not at war with them.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.
What is an SOP? So here's a misconception. A lot of people think an SOP is just a boring manual that nobody ever reads, but that's not true at all. SOP stands for Standard Operating Procedure. It's basically the playbook for how work gets done. And SOPs are used in every industry: accounting, HR, IT, ops, you name it. They keep processes consistent, help train new people faster, and they reduce mistakes. Without them, everyone's just doing things their own way. So here's the problem. Creating SOPs the old way is painful. You are typing every instruction, screenshotting every step, formatting it all manually. No wonder people avoid them. So that's where Scribe comes in. With Scribe, you just hit record. You do the process once and it instantly creates a step-by-step guide with screenshots and text. So instead of hours building documents that nobody wants to read, you create clear visual SOPs in minutes that people will actually use. SOPs are all about consistency, training, and saving time. And Scribe makes them so simple, it's almost automatic. So if you want to stop dreading SOPs and start building them the smart way, try Scribe for free today.
precise digital controls. It preheats fast, cooks on 3 levels.
A Minneapolis City Council member shared this video showing Border Patrol Commander Greg Bovino at the scene. Some people there expressing their frustration over the shooting. That City Council member, Democrat Jason Chavez of Ward 9, joins me now. Council member, thank you for your time. But first, I want to ask you, did you personally know the woman that was killed today?
I don't, but this individual is loved by our neighbors and is someone who did nothing wrong.
Yeah. Well, I want to follow up because in a Facebook post, you said the agent who murdered our neighbor must be arrested. Those who are involved in murder must be arrested. Will the city of Minneapolis open a criminal complaint and file charges with Hennepin County?
My hope is that the city of Minneapolis does the best to its ability to hold anybody, including these ICE agents, accountable for murdering our neighbor. I believe that the Minneapolis Police Department must be assisting in ensuring that evidence is submitted to make sure that this ICE agent is arrested as soon as possible.
Yeah, and Councilmember, DHS Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin said that this woman weaponized her vehicle in an act of domestic terrorism. What's your response to that?
Well, people can watch the videos for themselves and they will tell that the individual that was murdered by ICE did not do anything to warrant their murder. What we know in Minneapolis is that we have a variety of community responders on the ground watching ICE agents, helping families with rent, food, watching our neighborhoods, making sure that we can keep our neighborhoods safe and make sure that immigration enforcement isn't splitting our families apart. And what we do know is that the federal administration, Kristi Noem, and those who want to split families apart want to set up this pretend narrative that it is on our community members' faults that bad things are happening when we know that is not the case. They want to say that this is domestic terrorism, but the actual domestic terrorism is splitting families apart. It is terrorizing our neighbors. It is picking up people from bus stops and stripping due process away from our neighborhood.
Yeah. We learned this afternoon that the FBI is now going to be investigating this incident. Do you welcome that federal investigation?
We should make sure that folks here in the state actually do that investigation to make sure that we can actually hold this ICE agent accountable.
Finally here, this is a city that has dealt with the issues of, police-involved killings playing out on video in the past. Certainly, it's a city that's likely on edge right now. Are you concerned about what happened today, potentially sparking further unrest?
I kind of want to talk a little bit about the area that we're in. This was 34th and Portland, blocks from where the Minneapolis Police Department murdered George Floyd on broad daylight. So this neighborhood, this area in South Minneapolis has been experiencing tense relationship with law enforcement, whether it's with immigration or our Minneapolis Police Department. What we do know is that community members are out on the street demanding justice, which is something that we all need to be demanding, making sure that this ICE official is detained and arrested and fired immediately. But we also know that folks are out in the community right now, patrolling our neighborhoods, making sure people can get home safely, making sure people can get the groceries that they need, making sure that they can alert and blow a whistle whenever ICE is near so their neighbors know what is happening. So I'm not concerned about any escalating tension except for the fact that ICE is already here and that is a tension and they are creating that tension to our neighbors.
All right, Councilmember Chavez, thank you for your time.
Yep, thank you.
Did you know you could be entitled to a 5 or 6 figure payout if you suffered a serious injury at work, like a broken bone, torn tendon, or needed surgery? Yes, even if the injury happened months ago. Most people settle for less because they don't realize what their injury is actually worth. Just click on the link around this video to discover how much your case could be worth. Fill out a free 30-second quiz and you're done. If you've missed work, needed medical treatment, or dealt with lasting pain from a workplace injury, you may be owed significant compensation, and you might not even know it. It could be a 5, 6, or even 7-figure settlement. Simply click the link to find out. Thousands of injured workers have recovered millions of dollars in compensation without going to court, paying any upfront legal fees, or dealing with the insurance companies alone. Take Steven, for example.